Brodes Media.
Man, how the energy has changed since 2 weeks ago, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's miserable. It's a horrible experience. I need it to change, but I'm going to have to put on a brave face. Now, you could say, bro, this is one of the worst brave faces I've ever seen in my life, and that very well could be true. Quite frankly, yeah, it probably is true, because I'm going to bitch and complain about the last two efforts we've seen throughout the entirety. I'll try and label some of the advantages like you can run on Seattle. Will they run? I don't know. The last 2 weeks have pissed me off. But in theory, you could do it. Here are some numbers about Seattle's run defense. They're 23rd in the NFL in rush yards allowed per game. They're 25th in the NFL in rushing first downs per game. 24th in the NFL in rush yards per attempt. 29th in the NFL in rush touchdowns allowed. So you can do something there, will you? I'm putting my hands up. I'm shrugging. Both shoulders are basically touching my earlobes, okay? Because there's no way that I have faith in them all of a sudden relying heavily with DeAndre Swift. Why should I? Why should I? I've seen Jamal Adams get toast. This guy has lost his mind, okay? He is all over the place. He's a pain in the ass to deal with. He's nonstop blabbering. He's annoying as hell. But I should be able to watch someone expose him, right? I don't know, because I don't trust this offensive philosophy anymore, and that's really hurting me, that I see so many skill position players, but I'm lost because I don't know if I can trust the ideas and the concepts, the long developing plays, asking your quarterback and your wide receivers to make very difficult throws and catches for a majority of the game. We're in a pickle. We're in a pickle. Now, I do want to be open and honest, and I normally don't record a Football Friday pod this early, but I'm recording this Thursday morning. So anything can happen Thursday throughout the entire day, and then maybe I'm missing a talking point. Like right now, the status for Geno Smith, the last I saw was they are unclear. And I really don't care who the quarterback is because I'm looking more at the internal problems for the Eagles. Like, it is what it is. Whoever's on the other side is on the other side. And you can make the argument, well, how can you not care? DK Metcalf, okay, and Tyler Lockett, and some of the weapons on the outside. If it's Geno Smith, then they can even expose some of those problems in the secondary even more so than a Drew Lockett. And yeah, you're right, but I'm so aggravated with our own team right now that it's hard for me to care. Should I care more than I do? Probably, because guess what? If it is Drew Lock, and Drew Lock is out there throwing dimes and torching Bradbury and torching Slay and torching, and I know Slay's numbers, pass breakup, trust me, ask him about it and he'll tell you. I go to his Twitter and he'll retweet everything under the sun that describes him being the perfect quarterback and maybe even the best quarterback to ever live. Just ask him, trust me, he'll share his opinion pretty openly. But regardless, yeah, it would be even worse if it was some backup quarterback to light the world on fire. But whatever, man. I'm just so mad at ourselves that it's hard for me to get there right now. And I'm telling you, here's the brave face. This is me putting on the brave face. But let's go here, okay? And I'm excited to talk to all of you on the Anytime Hotline. I'm excited to react to your thoughts on this. If we were nervous about the spread for the 49ers and all week long leading up to the San Francisco game, I thought Vegas got this one wrong. I said that is so disrespectful. But the maths, Brodes. The maths. So you better soak it in because they're telling you something, and then they ended up being right. I didn't want to believe it at the time, but there was truth to those statements. Okay, well, if you want to look for some optimism here that's outside of strategy and outside of X and O, well, guess what? The Eagles are -4 on the road in Seattle, which, of course, one of the most dangerous places for us is what's popping up on the schedule now. Maybe that's what they need, though. Everyone hates that stupid Seattle Seahawks logo, and every time we see that stupid team, it always seems to bite us in the ass and give us trouble. Well, of course, when you're dealing with one of the most turmoil you have in your locker room, and when you're going through 2 losses in a row where now you're questioning what type of, quote, dudes you have inside your own Novacare complex. That's where we are. Fletcher Cox is wondering, I have to dare and I have to ask if we even have the right people in place, and I got to question them to see if they can rise to the intensity that we need. I thought we knew, right? I thought we knew we had them. I thought we knew we had the dogs. Now we're wondering if we even have dogs. Are these cats? Are they lizards? Are they frogs? I don't know, but they ain't dogs, and that ain't a good way to go about business, all right? If you got a question 14, 50 weeks in, what animals you are, I got some bad news for you. You're probably not as ferocious as you think you are. You're probably not the killer that you think you are. You're not the cheetah in those school documentaries that are running in slow motion, ready to go after the prey, and then they show the 2 animals fighting, and you can see the blood, and it's gory, and they're ripping the heart out of their chest with their teeth. If you don't have that, and you're wondering, oh, do we have dogs? You don't, and that's very concerning. But anyway, I digress. The 49ers, to get back on the spread talk, they were heavy favorites in your house. They said it would be a 7-point spread if the game was in San Francisco. I laughed at it. I mocked at it. Shame on me. Well, then maybe this tells me something. The Seattle Seahawks, they always seem to cause us a little bit more difficulty than we would like to imagine, okay? Over the last little bit of time, it's bad energy. Well, now you're going into their barn, but, the mathing screams Eagles. So take that for what you will. If you want to rely heavily on the statistics, then go ahead and have at it, and we'll see what that means. So last thing here that I want to note is the D-line has a shot. Will they execute said shot? My shoulders are touching my earlobes again. One fat shrug. I got no idea. They should be able to, but I've been saying shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda for 14 days. The last 14 days of my life has been all of that.